Fox News savagely turns against Tucker Carlson. And all of us as Americans are now paying the price.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Okay, I have something important to say. It's very, very important. Otherwise, I wouldn't say that it's important. And you will pay attention more to what I have to say than what I look like or what you may catch in the background of this video as I say it. First of all, I'd like to give a plug to my friends over at Avenue Pizza, and they also make fine burgers like this. The burger is wrapped in wax paper, so let me take this out of the wax paper for you, so you see this very appetizing food here. There it is, out of the wax paper. And you could agree with me, I'm sure, that that is appetizing. And okay, so now that you saw and now seen with your own eyes firsthand that I eat appetizing food, let's get to the story here. Conservative America, or as I should just simply call it, America, because obviously the liberals do not want to acknowledge themselves as Americans anymore. They despise the most basic, fundamental American principles. But among those of us left who do, some of us have been witnessing some terrible, vicious infighting, and I hope it sorts out. I hope it stops, and I hope we kick out the phonies. I think people who are conflict with Daily Wire are phonies, because you have a company offering you $15 million and you call it slave labor or equate it to slave labor. You're offered $15 million to speak your mind from behind the desk in your very own environment that you never had to change from one network to another, okay? Your brand and everything that comes with you, wherever you go. Your desk, it's your desk, it's your room that you set up, your studio that you set up. There's something you're familiar with, for the past few years since you've been doing this, and somebody's offering you $15 million to continue to do this, and you compare it to slave labor, and you attack the other people who were given similar contracts by Daily Wire. I think that's pretty sick. I don't know these people personally, but I have admiration for each and every one of them for fighting the good fight. Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, Matt Walsh, Candace Owens, all seem like great people to me. And so you attack the co-chair and all the other hosts because $15 million for you to sit there and do same old just isn't enough for you. Then I come to find that Fox, same way as they put it to you this way, they angered Megyn Kelly enough for her to walk out even when offered more money. Which is a thing based on other principles that had nothing to do with money. Okay, Fox is the same network that did that. Fox is the same network whose owner pushed for New York Post writers to call people who held a job position that I once held thugs with no respect for the law. These are people who backed up Michael Bloomberg to run for a third mayoral term and couldn't come up with an opposing Republican candidate to oust the incumbent same party mayor. So I do like watching some of the shows on Fox. I like Sean Hannity. I like Laura Ingraham. I like Jesse Waters, Judge Janine, Greg Gutfeld. I like these hosts. I think Harris Faulkner is a very fair journalist, but they do screw up. And this past week, they did a double screw up. They let go of Bongino and Carlson. They let go of Dan Bongino and Tucker Carlson, creating more infighting in conservative media. Speaking of Daily Wire, they made Tucker an offer, and Glenn Beck went right on the air and offered Tucker Carlson to come over to him. And there are some other networks that might come into play. I believe out of nowhere, and although Tucker Carlson seems like a Daily Wire kind of guy, I'll bet you he'll wind up on the first, and then the first will just blow up bigger than it's ever been before. And they got some heavy hitters on there. They just acquired Liz Wheeler from One America News. For about a year or two, they've had, as they say in the streets, had Bill O'Reilly, who I did critique a lot and say he talks out of his behind a lot. I did critique him, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this hat on because I don't look like looking at my mohawk right at this moment. And so they got Dana Lash, and they have ex-military personnel on there as well. They have Jesse Kelly, and they have Mike Slater. So they have some heavy hitters on there. Imagine Tucker being added to that roster. Imagine Tucker Carlson being added to that roster. The addition of Tucker Carlson to that roster would make the First a force to be reckoned with. I happen to like the First. I watch a lot of Dana Lash and Jesse Kelly in particular. And I also do like Liz Wheeler's perspective on things. So the addition of Tucker Carlson there will be most interesting. The only critique I've ever had for Tucker Carlson was his questioning of the strength of South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. But I think she finally illustrated to him what she was trying to do with her coalition thing. More than that, I like Tucker Carlson. I like that he scrutinizes Senator McCarthy. I like that he scrutinizes former Senator Graham. I like that he scrutinizes the speaker. And that's what I meant to say. Senator Mitch McConnell. Speaker Kevin McCarthy is someone else who he criticizes. I mean, I like that he scrutinizes these self-proclaimed Republicans. Because you need that. You need your checks and balances. And if we're supposed to be the party of morality, why attack anybody who questions whether or not a member of said party or somebody that to represent said party does something that appears to be a deviation from morals and ethics? You guys have to figure this out. You guys have to figure these things out. Do some math here. Like, why would they pick on Tucker Carlson? Why would they let the last appearance of Tucker Carlson on Fox be one where he's eating pizza? Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I stand corrected. There is a second thing that I disagree with Tucker Carlson about. The pineapple on the pizza. I'm from New York, and whether you want to accept this or not, Italian heritage, pineapple does not go on pizza. And you could tell I'm of Italian heritage by my acceptance and acknowledgement of the existence of God. People whose last names end in vowels who are of Italian descent, they cease to be Italian when they denounce God. Just to let you know that. There's no such thing as an Italian atheist. They just cease to be Italian when they become atheists. And with that said, I know God will lay down a righteous path for Tucker Carlson to walk, same as Dan Bongino. And I pray for some newfound sanity in Steven Crowder, which I believe I do believe he won't find it, but I pray that he does. I think Steven Crowder has proven in a couple of cases to have been a plant and a fake conservative trying to infiltrate this conservative movement that must be. But if he would respect God, things would work out a lot better. Speaking of which, there was my saying that you should all heed to: respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, listen to my great music, follow my sensible ways, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building.